It really be your own people, dude. My 16-year-old just found out that his dad isn't his real dad anymore because of my bitter ass sister. She claims it's for his own good, but in what way is that for his own good? When I found out I was pregnant with my son, I made the logical choice to pick the father that made the most money. His real dad was working at McDonald's for like $8.25 an hour. I don't want that as a man. And I got pregnant, and so I picked the richer dad. And although the richer dad didn't take care of him and hasn't been around, he does pay child support, and he pays a lot, and it pays for a majority of my rent. Well, my sister never liked that, and I finally let her have my son thinking I could trust him. And she tells my son and confides in him that his dad isn't his real dad, and now he went and found his real dad behind my back with my sister, and they are all trying to fight and get my son taken away from me. My son doesn't want to live in my house. We haven't talked in 3 days. I think it's the most miserable thing a person can ever do is ruin some shit like that. I picked the right choice. Now who's going to pay my bills now? Because now they also told that the guy that's been on child support all these years, and he's trying to come after me and sue me for all the money he's been paying. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I didn't do anything wrong here.
She actually said it out loud, and somehow, in her mind, it still made perfect sense. It's as if she truly believes that everyone else is wrong but herself. This is one of those topics people usually don't talk about, but situations like this aren't as rare as we might think. There are plenty of similar cases where a guy chosen to raise the child probably has no idea that the only reason he was told he's the father is because he's doing well financially, and honestly, that's not fair. Imagine being handed the responsibility of raising a child simply because you got your money right.
I made the logical choice to pick the father that made the most money.
She completely reversed the order of how things are supposed to go, and that's exactly how she ended up in this situation. You don't get pregnant first and then go looking for someone to be the father. That's just not how it works. She should find the right person and then bring a child into that. There was never a thought about the consequences, not just for her child, but also for the 2 other men who are now caught up in this drama. That kind of decision affects more than just her, and it's not something that should be brushed aside.
Okay, now who's going to pay my bills now? Because now they all...
I think it's about time she started considering other options to support her lifestyle, and looking for a job would be a good place to start. Apparently, she was planning to live off child support from a man who isn't even the father of her child. But thankfully, her sister stepped in and put a stop to that.
And he's trying to come after me and sue me for all the money he's been paying. I think it's absolutely ridiculous.
That's only fair, considering she knowingly made him pay child support for a child she knew wasn't his. So the right thing to do is to return all the money he paid. There are situations where a woman might genuinely be unsure about who the father is, and ends up naming the man who seems more convenient. Those cases are different, but in this situation, she knew from the very beginning who the real father was. She just chose someone who could support her financially, and as a result, an innocent man was forced to take on a role that was never his. Now it's only right that she pays it back, and hopefully, she starts working, because she's definitely going to need that money.
Nowadays, men aren't proper men anymore. And to me, one of the gravest sins a man can commit against a woman is wasting her time. يعني لا أنت جاهز. You're not ready. You're not financially capable. You're not emotionally capable. You're nowhere near ready taking on the responsibility that is caring and protecting a woman. And that's all they seek. It's one of the gravest sins you can commit. Especially that girls are ready. A lot of women are ready. They're like, I want to be married. I want to have children. I want to open a home. And you know that that's what she wants. And you waste her time.
I really like her argument, but the same thing also happens on the other side. And that's exactly why the concept of the friend zone exists. We all know how this game works. Just as some guys waste a girl's time by pretending to be interested, even when they know she's not the one they see a future with, girls also do the same thing. It happens when they place a guy in that spot. They know what he wants and purposely give him enough attention to keep him around. Deep down, they know he's not the man they truly want. But meanwhile, he's stuck waiting for an opportunity that will probably never come. And all that time he spends hoping could be better used to meet someone who would actually appreciate him.
When I hear women say, I wouldn't date a man if he didn't make over 6 figures, but you don't make six figures.
You don't make 6 figures.
I wouldn't date a man if he doesn't look like this, but look at yourself in the mirror. How can you have these high expectations of other people, but you're not living up to those expectations yourself? So work on you first. Get yourself where you need to be. You'll attract what it is that you're looking for. And there are going to be ups and downs in relationships. Stand together. You can navigate through those challenges so much easier together.
Working together, oh man, you can get there way faster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It got to be, and 50-50 don't mean I'm going to pay 5,000, you pay 5,000. 50-50 mean come together. Like, you my secretary, if anything.
Exactly.
Exactly. These yards, you taking these appointments.
That's what that means.
We are in this 100. That's the 50-50 we mean. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I'm lucky enough to have somebody I've been with since a teenager, right? So it had to be 50-50 at one point.
Yeah.
It absolutely had to be 50-50. Like, what you got on the rent? You know what I mean? Like,
thugs it together.
I'm sure she done paid 100% of the bills before. But now that we up, if she say, boy, I don't want to go to work ever again.
This is the kind of conversation that those who make these demands aren't really ready to have, mainly because they're often the ones with a negative bank balance. Ironically, these are the same who need help themselves, yet they tend to have the highest expectations when it comes to the kind of partner they want to date. I guess since they are going through hard times, finding someone of a certain caliber might feel like a solution, almost like a way out of their struggles. But the problem is that it starts to look more like they're searching for someone to save them. And that's not what a relationship is supposed to be about.
I just can't imagine laying in my bed, minding business that for sure as fuck pays me, reading on my Kindle, having Thunderstorm in the Castle on my TV. I hear my front door open, and a man comes in. And then he starts yapping about what his day was like, what he was doing. Whole time, I need to bookmark my page because I can't read and pay attention to what this freak is saying. I need to bookmark my page. He's not going to shut up until he goes to bed. I get up and cook dinner for it. And then on top of that already horrible scenario, he makes me feel like shit about myself. I just got home from work. I garden and I crawl into bed so I can read a couple chapters of my fucking book. Some weirdo pig comes home, starts complaining that I didn't do anything all day, and then wants me to cook for him? Yeah, I'll cook for you. Watch yourself on the mashed potatoes, buddy. They are not good for you. Honestly, I get it. I get the olden times. Love y'all, bye.
Now I can't help but wonder who she's been dating, because from the way she described what it's like to live with someone, it's clear that she's been left deeply affected, either by a past relationship or perhaps by the environment she grew up in. Whatever the cause, it's something she really needs to work through if she ever hopes to have a healthy and lasting relationship. What makes this kind of situation even more unfortunate is that it tends to spill over into future connections. Any guy she gets involved with might end up dealing with the side effect of experiences that had nothing to do with them. It's heartbreaking. She couldn't say a single positive thing about the idea of having someone by her side.
You fly a girl out, do you expect to smash?
Hell yeah, she ain't wasting my time or my money.
Damn right.
Absolutely. Sure, Zeke, nigga, first soon we land, I'm yelling that shit.
I gotta get some, bro.
Bro, if I fly you out, I swear to God, don't waste my time.
Yeah, if I fly her out, she got to bring 2 bitches with her. Okay. And I'm married.
Guy fly you out, are you automatically gonna let him smash?
No.
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 Fuck no.
No. No. Nah. I'm gonna let that nigga steal. You feel me? You gotta spend that shit. Fuck this look like.
That's just a flight.
But why would they accept it if they don't even like him that much? There's no way they actually believe a guy would do something like that just out of kindness. Nobody in their right mind would pay flight for a stranger for no reason. Not even simps go that far.
I feel like a motherfucker trying to play with my motherfucking intelligence because I go through the motherfucking phone this morning, ain't nothing in there. I go to the DMs, bitch, he ain't talked to nothing but the homeboys. And that was 5 weeks ago. Like, bitch, do I look slow? Where is the hoes, Marcus? Like, I feel like you trying to play with me.
People who don't understand where she's coming from might think she's joking, because why would she want to see other girls in his DMs? But the truth is that some women are drawn to that kind of chaos. After spending so much time dealing with guys like Chad, where drama is constant, that instability becomes normal to them. So when they're in a relationship where there's nothing to argue about, it feels off. That's exactly what she was talking about. She went through his phone, looking for something to start a fight over, and when she couldn't find anything, It felt like something was wrong. It's also one of the reasons why many women struggle in relationships with good guys. The ones who leave their phones unlocked and have nothing to hide. That kind of peace feels boring, and eventually, they end up going back to someone like Chad, simply because he brings the kind of drama and excitement they are used to.
I think it's perfectly socially acceptable to go on dates as a hobby. Like one of my hobbies is going on first dates. And here I am. I go on the first date, like sure, yeah, to meet the guy, to talk, get to know them, tell them about me, like see if there's potential love there, like whatever. Like that's a small part of it. The big part of it is that I go and I get to try a new restaurant or a new spot in Boston. And usually, if not always, it's fun to buy the guy. So I'm like, ooh, like let's go explore a little bit. So I always try to get the guy to like pick a restaurant that I haven't been to yet, or pick a cool new up and coming spot or whatever. Because if I'm gonna go on a date and like this guy might be great, but you know, he might also just like most likely most of them are just like not my vibe. Like, and that's fine. But at least I'm gonna go try a new spot.
Girls are now going on dates just for free food.
Then some women get upset or confused about why guys are no longer willing to do dinner dates on the first meeting. But the truth is that videos like this help shed light on the situation. She clearly explains why something simple like a walk or a coffee date is actually the ideal option for a first date. It keeps things low pressure and genuine, and if someone gets offended by that, chances are they weren't really interested in getting to know the guy in the first place. Their main motivation was probably the free meal.